Hello, everyone. My name is Brendan,
I'm Sam,
and welcome to Our Life in Horror.
doing a review.
Doing a brand new movie review.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, we went and saw Dangerous Animals on Friday night.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, this was one of my most anticipated of the year.
Yep.
I love sharks. I love captivity movies. I think most of our listeners know that.
Yep.
So this movie was pretty much right up my alley. Yeah, I'll get into the cast and stuff.
Yep.
Okay. So 6.7 on IMDb, 85% on Rotten Tomatoes. A shark-obsessed serial killer holds Zypher, a rebellious surfer, captive on his boat. Racing against time, she must figure out a way to escape before he carries out a ritualistic feeding to the sharks below. Director Sean Byrne, who also directed The Loved Ones and Devil's Candy. Release date June 6th, 2025 this year. Hassie Harrison is starring in this with Jay Courtney, Josh Houston, and Ella Newton. Yeah, spoiler-free thoughts.
I thought it was fine.
Okay.
I love this idea, and I just feel like the trailer might have promised a little something different.
Okay.
Not in a sense of like the concept is different, but in an actor's sense.
Okay.
Character sense. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean because you talked to me about it already.
Yeah, we did have a conversation.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah, like it looks good. The kills are pretty good. I just feel like there are some pacing issues.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit in the same boat. I did really like it. It definitely could have ended a million times. We talked about that already.
Yep.
Yeah, so I agree with the pacing. And I did really enjoy it. I really liked our main girl we were following. But I think maybe I wanted a little bit more, but I still enjoyed it.
A little bit more of like
I don't know.
our lead final girl or the villain?
Just more from the movie. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I did really enjoy it though. Like it's not like I didn't like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's basically exactly what I thought it was going to be, and I didn't even watch a full trailer.
Yeah.
Like captivity and sharks is basically the description that I was getting based off the teaser trailer. I avoided all the trailers. But yeah, it's pretty predictable, maybe, I guess.
For sure.
So I guess I wanted something a little... We'll get into the spoilers and talk about that.
Okay.
But yeah, I still recommend seeing it. There's a little bit of a romance in there too, which I like.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I got, really.
Okay.
Spoiler free. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, I know.
But I did like our main girl, following her, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard to get into like anything spoilers because it's such a bottle movie. It's confined to basically the boat, essentially, and there's such a limited amount of actors.
Yeah, I did like the killer. But yeah, I guess that's all.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get into spoilers, guys.
All right.
Do we want to give our rating?
Sure.
Okay, I gave it a 3.5.
I'm probably gonna give it. I'm like between 2.5 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe after we talk about it, that'll make my final decision. But that's kind of like the score where I'm at right now.
Okay. All right, we're getting into spoilers then, guys. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it and come back.
Yeah. I'm kind of boaty looking. Like I'm.
It's fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, like we said, this movie could have ended a bunch of times.
Sure does. And whenever that happens, it just throws the pacing right off.
Yeah. And it was a lot of like, her escaping, her getting caught, her escaping, her getting caught, which
Mhm.
is just fine. I did like where she swam out and was like yelling for help, but he grabbed her, kind of thing. Like that scene was pretty tense. But yeah, it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. There was only one thing that surprised me, and it was her eating her thumb off.
Yeah, that was pretty graphic.
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, it was exactly what I thought it was going to be, and like there was nothing else, I guess.
Yeah,
I still did enjoy following her, though. Like I did really like her.
I thought she was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's for me, what sold me on this trailer was Jai Courtney being the villain,
Yeah.
and he looked like he was having so much fun with this role, which I do think he was, and I just don't think we got. I would have liked that same energy we got in the trailer, but all throughout the film.
Okay.
Like I like his backstory. I like that as a kid he was almost killed by a great white, and he survived, and that's kind of grown to be what his obsession is with feeding people to sharks.
Mm-hmm.
So I like all that. It's just it seemed like it was so much more fun in the trailer than what it actually was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch a full trailer, so
See, I watched the full trailer and I watched the teaser trailer
okay.
because they were playing it at Bring Her Back, and I was like, oh, I guess I may as well just watch this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed him.
Yeah, I just wanted more.
Okay.
And there's some little things too that really bugged me, like the love interest kind of starts searching for what?
I just knew you were going to bring this up.
What?
Just talk about it.
Okay. She knows. Where he goes on an app and like does like the searching through who's been driving by or whatever, and then he freeze frames on the truck, and the truck is blurry, but the logo is perfectly clear.
Oh, okay.
And everything else is blurry except the logo, and I'm like, what?
I saw you react to that in the movie. I thought you were reacting to the fact that, like, why didn't the cops do this?
No, because missing persons, like, they're pretty much like brushed under the rug, right? Especially foreigners, because she's an American traveling to Australia, catching those waves, man.
But then again, she doesn't talk to her family and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess she is alone. So I guess that makes a bit more sense.
She's adopted, right? She just went through foster home to foster home, so
Yeah.
she might not even have any contact with her foster parents
That's
at
true. Okay, so I guess it does make a little bit of sense. But I just kind of thought maybe like he found it too easy. Like anyone could have looked up that camera and just looked for the next car going by, you know? That's what I thought you were reacting at, because that's what my thoughts were in the theater. It was like, wow, he just found her real easy. Like anyone could have done that.
Oh, mine was more of like how clear the logo was and everything else was distorted.
Oh.
Like,
and I was also thinking, like, if he had figured that out, why wouldn't he have gone
to the police?
And to the police and got them to go with him, kind of thing? Like, I don't know. There was just a lot of situations where I'm like, get some backup. Like, don't go by yourself.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. Show this evidence to the police.
Yeah, no, that would have made sense for sure.
There's just a couple moments like that where I was like, oh, come on.
It hurts his case too because he didn't even like that. They had just had like a one night stand.
Yes.
And he doesn't even know her last name, so they don't even know what he's talking about. Basically,
that's true. He did go to the police, I guess, initially.
Yeah, and they just never believed him, right?
That's fair. Okay. Yeah. So he did get brushed off already.
They were like, she's out surfing for that other duke. Or the next duke.
I enjoyed their little like the beginning. Like I kind of forgot we were watching a horror movie because I was like, oh, this is like sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I like that. Yeah. I love a captivity movie, and I felt like I really liked the moments of her being like waking up down there and the other girl being there, and like it was just like sad to see that other girl die too and whatever, but I don't know. I still just wanted a bit more, I guess.
Yep.
I don't know what I wanted more of.
I know.
It just felt predictable.
I'm curious to know if I would have enjoyed this movie more if I had found it on Netflix or Prime compared
Without
to
have seen anything about it.
just going to the theater too.
Yeah.
Because it's clearly this movie, like 84% on
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes. Clearly, this movie's being loved. And I saw somebody compare it to Jaws.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people like it.
Yeah, like I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying I was a little let down by it. And I do like that there's a variety of sharks in this movie as well. Like, it's not just a great white every time that you get to see. Like, the first set of sharks are makos, the second set of sharks are bull sharks, and then finally the last shark is a great white. Which, if you don't see that ending coming, and I think it looks really bad, I think it definitely took me out, and I definitely laughed because I'm like, this kind of looks awful. Like, it's the great white shark doing his like ambush attack, right? Like from below, and he eats them, and it's
I didn't think it was that bad.
and then he
It
like
didn't take me out.
Jai Courtney is just like looking into the camera, and it's just like,
I thought it was fine.
okay,
I feel like we had like a good theater too. Like people were laughing and stuff. Like at the end when the guy opens his eyes
yeah,
and like everyone started laughing.
yeah,
Yeah, I thought there was like a decent theater crowd.
Mhm.
I know half the time they were laughing. I was like, are they laughing at this movie or is that's like the screen next to us kind of thing?
oh,
But I think people are just kind of like lightly making fun of parts. What else? I like the way he like lowers them into the water and stuff. That was tense.
yeah, like he's literally fishing with people, which is how I described it to somebody at work, and I was like, I didn't know how accurate that was, but that's basically it. He's just fishing with people and videotaping it, and like, here's another thing I have with these movies that are almost one-off movies. Well, they're one-off movies now because they don't like. Let's go back to the 2000s where we would have one of these movies styled like this, and then not kill the killer off. I feel like every movie over the last, I don't know how long, has killed off the killer definitively every time. And then the movie makes a bunch of money, and then they're like, fuck, we gotta backtrack. Like, how are we gonna
Do a prequel with previous girls.
Yeah, but then does it really matter? You know what I mean?
I would watch it.
Like, I'm sure I would watch it too, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
let's leave it open-ended. Let's make him just disappear in the water, and then all of a sudden he's taking other people out on a fishing tug like 100 miles down the coastline or something.
Yeah.
You know, like I miss that aspect of there could be more, and unfortunately we just never get that anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else. Can't think of anything else.
Yeah, it's been a couple days already. And I'm assuming that's also a sign that it might not be as great as what people are saying. But
I did still enjoy it though.
no, I know 3.5 is a good score for this movie.
Yeah, I feel like I want to give it a rewatch one day too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I don't really have too much else to say.
okay.
I like that he makes because this is like out of Hannibal. Not out of Hannibal, but I don't know where this came from, but like he's using the people's hair to make the fly fishing hooks. Very cool. Love that aspect. And like I think the opening scene was pretty jarring too. Like they showed most of it in the trailer, but they definitely left some stuff out. Like they, you know, the kid, she wasn't Canadian, she was English, right? She's the English girl. The guy was Canadian.
Yeah.
I like how she's like all worried and stuff like that, but then you get to eventually she calms down and gets to see the beauty of the sharks, and like it's an unreal limited experience, right? So I like that, and then shit ramps up after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked the opening as well. I enjoyed it.
Dude needs a bigger knife too. He's definitely like undercompensating.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know what you guys thought of it. Were you impressed by it, or was it just okay?
Yeah.
Or did you not like it?
Was it a letdown? Is this going to be your favorite shark movie of the year?
Yeah. I still see. I'm trying to think of where I would rank it. Like I don't know. I'm really conflicted with how I felt about it.
Yeah.
Part of me is like, maybe I did really like it. I don't know. It's been a couple days.
And we went and saw it like at 8:00 on a Friday night after working.
Yeah.
We don't usually do that. We try to get earlier shows.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Give it another watch.
Yeah, like my biggest issue is I felt like there was pacing problems,
Yeah.
and I really wanted more Jai Courtney, and I wanted a lot more fun with that.
Yeah.
But I'm very curious to know what everybody else thinks about this movie.
Yeah. The main girl, I like that she was pretty smart too. Like she had a lot of moves and stuff. Like with the wire, the underwire, and like everything.
Yep.
She's a fighter.
For sure. No, I can't remember what he says. It's a predator. He says that he's a shark, right? So like he says that she's a shark too.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys thought though. Support the channel, become a channel member.
Absolutely. We also have a merch store where Sam's got some sweet designs for you guys to wear.
Yep. And thank you guys for watching.
And always remember,
Stay spooky.